Marrakesh should be on your bucket list. We're two retirees hooked on travel. Follow us on our journeys around the world. Join us on the journey of the wonderful Moroccan city of Marrakesh. We're traveling from Fes on the G Adventures 14-day tour of Morocco. There's no time for a sit-down lunch, so we decided to have lunch on the road. After a long drive, we finally made it to the city. In Marrakesh, I strongly recommend using these carriage taxis. It's a great way to explore the area and the Medina, and even to get back to your hotel. They're lined up at the square, just waiting for you to jump on. The sizes of the square is impressive. There's vendors, entertainers, food stalls, people everywhere. It's late afternoon and we came here for dinner, but we have time to explore the Medina. We're here in Marrakesh for 2 full days, so stick around and see what we discover. Morocco is different from other destinations we've been to. There are good quality crafts, really unique souvenirs, locally handmade merchandise, and a shopaholic's paradise. Look how the nut vendors stand in the middle of their merchandise. It's quite clever. It's dinner time. There's a huge choice of food, from popular meats, the famous tangines, to whole goat heads. I won't be trying that. In Morocco, the tradition is to serve family style, with lots of different salads to accompany the tangine. The Majorelle garden is a nice place to visit to get away from the hustle and bustle of the Medina and relax in this exotic garden. Morning is the best time to visit as it's cooler and less crowded. Here you will see a living work of art with all kinds of exotic plants and huge palm trees. There are stunning fountains and ponds loaded with lily pads. There's an area of succulent plants and there's many I have never even seen before. They're really quite beautiful. Bahia Palace is another popular tourist attraction. At one time, it was the royal residence. There are stunning mosaics, plasterwork, and painted woodwork. There's also a large courtyard in the center. The place is empty with no furniture, so it's hard to imagine what it would look like lived in. We actually found it kind of boring. We find it more fascinating to sit outside in a cafe and watch the daily life and the people. Our guide took us to a place to learn about the Moroccan spices. It ended up being a snake oil show with men in white lab coats prescribing a variety of spices for every element someone could possibly have. Shopping in the Medina is crazy, packed with people. So many items, it gets overwhelming with everything you could possibly imagine. From home cookware, spices, nuts, clothing, wood crafts. The cooking class at the Dar Sharifa restaurant was a highlight for me. I love to cook and have made several Moroccan dishes, but here I learned how many spices they use and the authentic way of cooking in the chicken tangine. In homes, people use the clay tangine, but in restaurants, they use the pots, and then they just serve it at the tables in the tangines. It takes 1 to 2 hours to cook in the tangines. Now I know how to make this famous dish. We made salads and a delicious eggplant appetizer. I will do a separate video of me cooking this at home with detailed step-by-step directions. You will find all the recipes listed in the description below.
It's okay, madam. Good.
She covered it all the way.
Subscribe and give us a like. It means a lot to us.